I skied a lot when I was younger, not so much as an adult, so I'm going to be trying cross-country skiing here the first time, so you have to get out of your comfort zone and do things you're not used to, which is perfectly fine. This fancy little place. Well, this week we're continuing on our 2024 winter cabin series, and we're back in David Thompson Country, an incredible place to stay here for the weekend, and it's called the Nature's Getaway. This is a gorgeous little property. They have 3 little cabins here, and if you're looking for a place to have a little bit more guests, then this is the place to come, because in here you actually have quite a bit more space than some of the other cabins we've seen this year. So upstairs here there's actually 3 bedrooms, so you could probably comfortably have 6 people in here, even 7 or 8, because there's couches and there's other places where you could have people sleep for sure. There's a large deck that goes around the entire cabin, and I'm sitting basically on the back porch. There's fire pits ahead of us there. These ones actually have a gorgeous little hot tub on the side. And then on the main floor, you have your kitchen and your living room and a little wood fireplace here. You have everything that you would have in your own home, minus a little hot tub on the side. That's also a great little feature, especially in the winter. I'm not a big fan of hot tubs in the summer, but in the wintertime, this is A1. You can rent the whole thing all together if you want. They also specialize in weddings and that types of things. So I guess in the summertime, if you want to do a wedding outside here, this would be like kind of perfect. You have your own little private cabins. A neat little feature here that I've never seen before, there's like a little cookhouse. So we're gonna go and check that out and cook a meal in this little cookhouse. It's all kind of an enclosed space with a wood stove. Tanya had a great idea, and she's giving out kind of meal kits to people that want them. And we're gonna be testing out one of those, because these little meal kits, you can just try them and they're all kind of prepped for you to go to the cookhouse. So the cookhouse is a shared space, so you might come across other guests that are staying at the other cabins. We came out here to show you guys a little bit what the Nature's Getaway has to offer. And also we came to check Abraham Lake. In the middle of January, you can go out there after the lake is all frozen. These methane bubbles that come up gets all frozen into the ice. It's a really unique experience, so we're gonna go check that out. What I didn't realize is that Nordegg has a cross-country skiing community. So you can go around and do some cross-country skiing. So I'll be doing that for the first time in my life. I am an alpine skiing guy. I like doing touring, so I'm gonna be trying cross-country skiing here. So you have to get out of your comfort zone and do things you're not used to. Cabins like this is also a perfect opportunity to do other stuff besides checking out bubbles and doing cross-country skiing. If you want to do hiking, and we're actually right close to Coliseum Mountain, you can also check out in the winter all sorts of cool ice formations. Also, Owens Creek is one good example of ice formations you can go check out. You go down into this creek and you're almost in this gorge. You're surrounded by rock and there's this little tiny creek, and you get to the end and there's a gorgeous little waterfall which is all frozen. So let's not waste any time. Let's go back inside. I'll show you guys what that looks like, and then we're gonna go check out the bubbles at Abraham Lake, then come back and do some cross-country skiing all throughout the Shunda Meadows, and then cook a gorgeous little supper here in the cookhouse, and then we'll be ready for a good night's sleep. Listed behind me here is the wonderful Coliseum Mountain. We've been up there quite a few times. And the one at the far side, which I've never been up, so maybe I should make a video of that one day, but that is called Shunda Mountain. And Shunda Mountain's a bit special for the Nordegg area because all the towers for telecommunications, they've put them right up top there. There's a road that goes up there, and there's also a trail, obviously, to service all of those towers. So I'm telling that story right now about Shunda Mountain because right now I'm standing in what's called Shunda Meadows, and we came cross-country skiing here from the cabin, and there's these gorgeous little trails that veer all over. There's some that go all the way to the hostel back there, and there's a lot of different homes and cabins in this little area. So right from the cabin where we stayed back there at the Nature's Getaway Mountain Resort, Jerry, he's the owner, and he actually has a little skidoo, and he goes around, trims all these tracks here for people that like to do cross-country skiing. It's well appreciative, but all I know is that I'm really bad at this, so I'm gonna have to practice a lot more to get better here at some cross-country skiing here in David Thompson Country. cookhouse meal experience. Rosemary pork with fired onions, and peppers and homemade barbecue sauce. In your freezer are potatoes and veggies. Pull them out of the freezer about an hour before you cook them. Pickled onions on top of the potatoes and veggies. The fire in the wood stove in the cookhouse is all set for you to light. Light the fire, and then slowly add more wood to get it hot and burning strong. Let the stove get warm for 30 minutes to an hour before you start cooking. While you're waiting, play some music or a game of crib or the tiki toss game while the stove and the cookhouse warm up. Please cook with caution and use the cooking mitts to handle the cast iron pans. The hottest part of the stove is close to the pipe leading up. The outer edge of the stove will be slightly less hot. In the medium cast iron, add a little bit of oil and the potatoes and veggies. Stir as needed for 15 to 20 minutes depending on how hot the fire is. When they are brown, they are ready. In the larger cast iron, add a bit of oil and the onions and peppers. Stir fry for about 10 minutes. Then the pork roast, which has already been pre-cooked, just needs to cook for about 5 minutes per side until it's hot and delicious. Just ensure everything is cooked to your liking and carefully remove it from the heat. The cast iron pans can sit on the wood boards on the counter in the cookhouse and enjoy your meal. This is the living room here in the Cozy Bear. This place definitely feels like home. Absolutely anything you can think of. There's everything in here from like books and ideas of things to do around here. There's board games, there's a TV. David Thompson even has like a little board showcasing all of the waterfalls and the hikes and stuff you can do around here. There's a fireplace here, an actual wood fireplace with the fan, which is super nice and cozy. You could firewood here, firewood at the back, between this and the hot tub and the full kitchen. I mean, this is as good as you can get to get out in the mountains and stay in the mountains comfortably. You could probably spend 2 weeks here and do different things every single day and not be bored. We were able to get down to Abraham Lake and see all the bubbles down there. I went to go and enjoy some cross-country skiing for the first time here in the Shunda Meadows, which was really fun and exciting to do something new for the first time. Tanya and Jerry here at the Nature's Getaway, they also have been trying to promote new things to do. I can see it right on the board here. They do snowshoe rentals, and they can even rent if you need microspikes to go up to the lake. So Jerry is even doing some guided ice fishing this year. While we were here, there was someone who was in the cabin next door, and she showed me a picture of this huge fish that she got, which was quite neat. And they even rent skates, not just microspikes, but skates if you wanted to do regular skating. And we've seen a couple of guys actually just skating on Abraham Lake. It's not the best ice for skating, that's for sure. It's quite rough. We tried to use and explore everything on the property and around here, but there even is a propane fireplace on the back deck with some chairs you can sit on and enjoy the scenery. They even have yoga mats, so maybe not in the wintertime. Come summertime, you could go onto the back deck. So I hope this encourages you to come and stay at the Nature's Getaway. And even if you're not into hiking or skiing, so you're not in the national park, so there's all sorts of trail systems, not just for people on foot. with people that are on bikes or on ATVs. So this is just 24 hours in what you can do here in David Thompson Country. And this is the living room here in the Cozy Bear, here at the Nature's Getaway cabin here in David Thompson Country. And I'm Eric Tremblay, and these are my adventures. Peace out, everyone.